Hi angels, welcome to Earth Angel Energy. I'm the Earth Angel, and today I'm bringing you another pick a card reading, and today's topic is how are you being viewed right now? So the people around you, the people you know, the people who can see you, how are they viewing you? So we'll just tap into the energy and see what we get. And I have 3 piles for you. Pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. So go ahead and take a second, see which pile resonates with you, and we can go ahead and get started. Hi, pile 1. So if you chose the first pile, then this is your reading on how are you being viewed at this time. And I have to say, pile 1, wow, really beautiful energy. Let's just get right into it. You're looking extremely attractive, extremely abundant, and very loved, straight up. Now with the 2 of Swords and the 10 of Swords, there's something about you having very strong boundaries at this time. Now, I don't know if this 10 of Swords is you or if this is people in relation to you. We can get a card for that really quick just to kind of see, because as you can see, the energy is really kind of pristine up until that. So this 10 of Swords, 6 of Cups, yeah, maybe you cut some people off. I don't know. Okay, 7 of Wands. So 6 of Wands in the world and the 10 of Cups. So I'm going to be honest. You're seen as somebody very happy, very successful, very abundant, doing great. But you might either be known for like having a lot of haters, but like for no reason. Like you're definitely that person where if you do have people who come up against you, which I think you're kind of known for that at this point. I don't know if something happened. I feel like in general people love you, but they also know that there are people who do come up against you simply because you're attractive, abundant, and people love you. That's pretty much the whole narrative here. I feel like in terms of how people see you, I think a lot of people really admire you. Whether you know it or not, a lot of people just love you, like a lot. They also know you as someone who is loved, someone who is liked. So people could also hear people speak about you very highly. But there's something about you having to endure or experience some sort of conflict from people, but people knowing like you didn't actually do anything wrong. It's truly just giving, kind of like people who are hating on somebody who a lot of people like, someone who's very successful. I think it's because, once again, too, if this is for you, pile 1, if you resonate with this, you are someone who is attractive and who is loved and who is doing well. And that can make a lot of people really insecure. I think especially to people who are already feeling insecure, who are already feeling pretty low about themselves, can get really triggered by you. But once again, I feel like you also have this energy where you come forward with so much love, with light, with care. I think you're quite a gentle soul. So you do get that energy back. But there's like a very clear narrative here of like, this person is really successful. They are really attractive. They are really abundant. You seem very happy. You seem knowledgeable, well-traveled. Yeah, there's something about people like knowing that like people really do come for you because you're like the whole package here. Yeah. I think what's nice though is there's kind of a separation between who you are, the life you lead, and kind of this outside negativity. So people feel like you're very protected from this energy, or you do protect yourself or are willing to protect yourself from this energy. So say for instance, if you do go through something bad, people still feel like you have a great support system, great family, great friends, or just people around you who still love you and still care for you. They think that, yeah, maybe there are some people like outside of this person who maybe try to bring conflict to them, but like there is nobody who can disturb your peace. You will absolutely end a situation if somebody tries to disturb your peace, and you'll be good regardless. There's definitely something too, if you're like a believer, there's like a strong energy also too of you being blessed like straight from the divine. You could also be known as somebody, honestly, who has like a strong spiritual life or spiritual relationship with God. You're definitely known as someone who's extremely blessed by God, especially if you like talk about that. Some of you could just straight up say like, yes, I'm blessed and I'm grateful for my blessings. And people are like, yeah, we see that. I don't know. I'm getting sort of this like negative energy coming through though. Like, I feel like in general, like people really admire you. I think because once again, you are quite loving. I think a lot of people have experienced your love. They've experienced the love of God through you, and they feel that. But there are some people, maybe people you cut off, maybe people who are just very low vibrational hater like energies already. But there's this energy of like, yeah, we see you're blessed, but like you could be blessed too. Like I don't know why they're coming forward in such like a negative energy, especially because like I don't see any negativity coming from you at all. Like, it's literally giving me, like, demon energy almost. Like, it's kind of strange. Because I feel like there's people around you. Yeah. I feel like there's people around you who are more high vibrational, who maybe if they, like, are, like, oh my gosh, pile 1 is good looking, or, oh, pile 1 seems to be doing well financially or something. They're high vibrational enough to be like, I want to get like them, or I appreciate having someone like this in my life. Or maybe they've listened to some of your advice if you've talked about, you know, how you received your blessings, and it's working for them. And so, like, they're happy. But I feel like there's some people who just, like, I don't know what their problem is. They could also be experiencing bad karma at this time, which is not helping. I think that's it. There's, like, 2 camps around you, because I feel like you have this beautiful protective bubble around you where no matter what, you're always good, you're always taken care of, God always provides for you. Now, there's, like, 2 camps. There's people around you who are more high vibrational, and they're seeing that, you know, vibrating high like you is really working out for them. And there's people who are around you who are vibrating low, and it's obviously not working out for them. And at the same time, because they're going through a lot of negativity, it's making them, like, resent other people who are doing well. Like, it's not clicking for them. Some of these people also just, like, refuse to humble themselves, or refuse to believe in, like, a higher power or something. Yeah. Okay, we got the Page of Wands, 10 of Wands, and the King of Wands. So, with the Page of Wands, the 10 of Wands, and the King of Wands, there's also this energy, too, of, like, people thinking that, I don't necessarily want to say, like, too blessed or anything, but especially with, like, that kind of the passion energy around you. Oh, that's kind of weird. So, there's something very attractive about you, something very fiery about you. This is kind of, like, taking an interesting turn. But you are also known as somebody who gets a lot of attention, or whether you know it or not, a lot of people are attracted to you. There's kind of this energy of almost like there's too many people that like them. Like, there's too much. Like, I don't know. But once again, it's coming from these negative energies. I feel like from the positive people in your life, they're just kind of awe-inspired and, like, want to get like you. Like, they want to just kind of be on your vibe. But there's sort of this energy of, like, negative energies just feeling like they have too many blessings, too many people like them too much. Like, it's kind of funny. And what's interesting is, yes, there's, like, that group, but there's also people around that group who find these people highly amusing. Like, I don't know, there's a lot of people who are very inspired by you, but they also think the haters are kind of, like, funny. I don't know, like, it's kind of funny to people. Knight of Swords, the Hierophant, and the 5 of Swords. I'm gonna be honest too, especially if you have this energy of being blessed, but also if people do come up against you, like, people do get their karma for, like, trying to, like, go against you for no reason, because you really don't do anything to these people. Now, there's, like, an energy of people also seeing you as somebody who, like, just, like, kind of defeats people without even trying, or, like, people always get their karma and they find it kind of, like, funny. I don't know, like, the Lovers, the 6 of Cups. Whoa, okay. This could be somebody who, like, likes you, especially with all these cups here. There could be somebody, maybe from your past, or someone you disconnected from, or someone you are connecting with. But this person also, I feel like this is, like, the main person who's really enjoying seeing how well you do regardless. Like, someone finds you really magical and, like, fascinating, like, in the sense of you just being so good, like, all the time, like, being so blessed. You also could be known as somebody who has a lot of people from the past who, like, return, or people who want to return to them from the past, or people who ask about you a lot. You're being seen, once again, as just somebody who a lot of people like, honestly, like, Page of Pentacles, 9 of Wands, and the High Priestess. Yeah, you definitely too. I think people have an understanding as well that most people have their ups and downs, but you're really also known as somebody who's, like, not gonna show that with the 2 of Swords to the 10 of Swords. Like, you do not let people see you sweat. Like, you kind of refuse to, but I think that's why you're so blessed and why you continue to be so blessed. It's like, you're just not having it. I don't know. Like, yeah, there's, especially too, if you're, like, yeah, especially if you're someone who's very, like, either you're religious or you have a belief in God, have a faith in God, there's sort of this energy of, like, God is good all the time, and all the time God is good. And like there's so many people honestly who are very inspired by this and they see it working in your life. But there are definitely some people who are like like, what do you mean God is good? Like, I don't know. It's sort of a funny energy because I feel like eventually they're gonna get it. But like, it's just sort of an immature energy. I don't know. I think some people really do have like big control issues when it comes to life, and they want to believe that they just are totally in control and that there's no higher power, there's no one they have to answer to or anything like that. But I feel like for most people around you, they just think it's really fascinating. Like, I actually think a lot of people around you are actually developing a relationship with God because they see him working in your life. And at the same time, they see his love in you. They see his light in you. I think you're someone who always does come off in a very beautiful, happy, healed, abundant energy because that's the power of God flowing through you. Period. I love it. Anything else? Yeah, 10 of Cups. You seem very happy. Like, people feel like no matter what, like, you're just golden. You're good. I keep hearing golden. Like, there's something very golden about you. I'm telling you. And I have to be honest, these hater energies, like, they're sad. They're sad that, like, God won't let you fall. Like, they're sad. I don't know why. But maybe it's because, and I think, like, a lot of us, you know, they don't really have a relationship with God, and so maybe they have fallen. But, like, I feel like you've seen at this point, like, and maybe you have had experiences where you weren't as close with God as you are now. And you've seen how, you know, how far you can fall when you're not with him, and how gently and consistently he'll catch you if you are with him. There's something about these people, like, not putting two and two together. Like, feeling like, well, I've had such a hard time in life, but, like, there's a lot of times there's karma that we have to, like, get through. There's soul ties that we have to get through. And sometimes we don't realize that, like, we're trying to get through it without God. So, like, yeah, it's going to be a little bit harder. But I feel like for a lot of people around you, they're actually very inspired by you. I think there's a lot of love around you, a lot of admiration. I mean, just, you look golden to a lot of the people around you right now. Wow. Okay. That is awesome. I love it. I'm not gonna lie. When I was getting this pile, I was like, that's what I'm talking about. That looks great. Love that for you, Pile 1. You look fantastic. Keep up the good work. You know, maybe just continue to, you know, work, maybe just in terms of keeping a close relationship with God. Humility is always great. Generosity and kindness is always great. And just understanding that everything is part of the divine plan. It's part of a bigger picture. I feel like you know that. I feel like no matter what life throws at you, you totally get that it's in God's hands and you're good to go. Beautiful. That's what I have for you, Pile 1. Love you. This is awesome. So that's what I have you. That's how you're being viewed right now. If you would like more messages from me, or if you would like to book a personal reading with me, the description has information on how to do that. Awesome. Thank you. And until I see you next time, stay safe, stay blessed, and God bless you. Hi, Pile 2. So if you chose a second pile, then this is your reading on how you're being viewed right now. And I'm seeing sort of a dynamic storyline here, but I just keep hearing the word psych. So what I'll say is this. Something could have happened in the recent past where people could have felt like someone tried to, like, rock your foundation, or somebody thought they rocked your foundation. And they are realizing that that is not the case at all. So I feel like there was some sort of situation with this Five of Pentacles where there could have been an ending. There could have been some sort of thing that seemed like a loss at the beginning. You kind of held it together and then you came back like 10 times better. There's something about you looking totally in control, super happy, very content, very relaxed. I also feel like too with this Wheel of Fortune, there's something about whoever tried to bring this negative energy to you feeling like they kind of ended up taking the loss here. Like, you came back looking very happy, very content, very, like, full of gratitude. And people are, like, honestly kind of shocked. I don't know why. There's something about you, too, especially, too, we've been talking about how a lot of times when you have faith in the divine plan, when you have faith in God's vision, and even if something might seemingly bad happen to you, you're just like, God, I know that you're in control. I'm happy. I'm grateful. I feel like most of the time you'll kind of see the silver lining pretty much right away. But there's something about God being like, okay, I'm glad you see the silver lining. I'm glad you see that I'm in control. Now I'm going to show you and I'm going to show them. I feel like you're looking very blessed at this time. You're looking very happy. I'm not going to lie. There's even some people who feel like very bamboozled. Like, they felt like they were, like, doing something to you, but they feel like not only are you not impacted, especially if you're not showing that you're impacted, they feel like they took a loss. There's some people around you, they're looking at you like you know things that they don't know, or like you knew that things were going to go in your favor, even if they thought, I don't know, there's always some people in here who for sure thought that they're like, we're going to get pile 2. And things could be crumbling around them. There could be a lot of financial stress and strain for these people. Like, they're really suffering, and they feel like you are happy as a clam. These people feel like you're in control somehow. I'm not gonna lie, especially with the Emperor and the Justice, I'm definitely getting sort of that metaphysical, spiritual, powerful energy. Definitely, like, kind of God's favorite energy. I'm even looking at this Wheel of Fortune card, and like, look at the faces, like, they all look so happy. I feel like, and the snake, I don't know, there's something about you looking at people who are trying to bring negativity to you and looking like so like, okay, go ahead and do what you want to do, see what happens. It's very much giving me that energy. It's almost, especially with the 5 of Pentacles and the 4 of Pentacles, there's something about whatever this is, because I see either some hardship. This could also be kind of side note as well too, but if this is not like a situation, with the 5 of Pentacles, you also could be seen as somebody who maybe overcame something difficult, maybe like an illness or some sort of like financial loss or something, but you look very happy at this time. But there's something too about you just knowing like when to leave a situation. I don't know. There's something about you leaving someone or something, and people kind of feel like you saw like something falling apart, or like you knew something was going down and that's why you left. Something about, I swear, if you left someone or something, I feel like the divine has really crafted the narrative in your favor. So like if you left something, it's not because it's like, oh, like they had to leave or they were pushed out. It was like they knew it was about to be a mess, and so they decided to dip. Like they were smart to leave. I don't know, some of the things you were smart to leave something. Like you were the victor in the situation here. 4 of Wands. Especially too because you really portray this image of like looking good, being happy. You may not have even addressed things really. And I'm telling you, that's one of the smartest ways to do it. Especially if you deal with the situation. Like, act like you're the winner and you'll be the winner. Of course, especially too, like if you haven't done anything wrong. But if someone did something really hurtful to you or unfair to you, just move forward with faith. And I promise. Let's get some more. Ace of Cups, I'm telling you. You seem very loved, very happy. 5 of Cups. There's something about you like not being like sad for long. Like, oh. Okay, so this is, okay. Yep, I knew it. Okay. So, if you are resonating with this energy of you having to leave something, or you having to distance yourself from someone or something, there is like a narrative here that's been crafted. I feel like the divine has helped to do this. There's this energy of you being very loving, being very abundant, just being like a good, caring, kind person. You having to leave a situation, this situation getting their karma, them really struggling, you looking like you're doing really well. And like, there's like this energy of like, pile 2 knew that this was like gonna go badly. They probably just left. They have so much integrity, like literally. And this energy of like, even if you were hurt in this situation and you might be hearing like, okay, like things are not going well for them, you're like, yeah, like, you know, they probably deserve that. There's also this energy of you being like, oh, it's just so sad, but I just had to go. I don't know. And like, I hope this makes sense, but you're being looked at as someone who is just like, you look like very gentle, very loving, but kind of just like a winner in this situation. Especially if you feel like you took a loss in this situation, you're being looked at as a winner. Like you look like this has had no impact on you, but once again, I feel like you've done this on purpose. And I think part of the reason is because you know you haven't lost, because God is on your side. No matter what someone tries to do to you, if God is on your side, you've won. You seem so happy, like, thank you, Spirit, period. The Tower in reverse, the Magician. So how are you being viewed right now? That you got out the tower before it fell. That you knew what was going to happen. And that you will always be happy and you will always manifest abundance and success for yourself. This is wild. Queen of Pentacles, Three of Swords, Nine of Wands. Also, too, if there was somebody who hurt you, you're also being seen as somebody who, like, saw the writing on the wall with this person. Like, I'm telling you, the divine is, like, all over the situation. Like, they are... I'm seeing puppets with, like, strings. Like, they're literally pulling strings in your favor at this time. Temperance, the Page of Swords, Knight of Pentacles. You were very balanced. You saw what was going on. You hopped on your horse and galloped away with your nice little pentacle. Seven of Cups, Two of Swords, and the Ace of Pentacles. Also, too, like, as we're talking about this narrative, because I'm seeing a specific situation for you, pal, too, but there's this narrative of you walking away from something, knowing someone did something deceptive or, like, negative towards you. And because you've walked away, and because you're being seen as someone so upstanding, but also seen as someone who saw the writing on the wall in a bad situation, whoever this is who tried to bring this Five of Pentacles, whoever this is who thought that they were going to, like, dominate you in some way, people are now looking at this person like, well, if Pile 2 is a great person and they walked away from the situation, then they must have seen something not so great in whoever this person is, whoever this negative person is. Like, the divine is, like, really, like, I'm literally just seeing... Forgive me, it's really sweet. Okay, I can say it. I'm imagining God, like, at a beautiful desk with a book, just, like, writing the story. Just, like, and that's that. And you are the hero, and this person is the villain, and that's that. And then I'm imagining everyone in this situation coming up to the desk and God, like, reading them the story. This is what it is. Because it's the truth. Even if this was a situation where you felt like you didn't really have a choice but to leave, you saw the signs. I think because you're a loving person, because maybe you enjoyed the energy that you were in, or because you just wanted to be positive, or you didn't want to dwell in the negativity, whatever the reason was, in the beginning for you kind of being in this temperance energy of just like, okay, I'm just gonna, like, wait it out and hope that things get better. I feel like that's the energy that you kind of maintained here. But I think that you saw signs of these people or this person not being the best. And now that's, like, very clear here. I just feel like it's more so a third-party perspective from God, from your angels, kind of looking over this whole situation, and then setting the record straight. And guess what? In this situation, you're doing well. You will do well and continue to do well. So that's the narrative. You saw the writing on the wall. You left. You're doing well. And the person who tried to hurt you is not. You're being seen as someone who's loving, successful, happy, doing well, and very much protected by God and blessed by Him. Beautiful. That's what I have for you, pal, too. That was awesome. Seven of Cups, Five of Swords, and the Ace of Pentacles. And whoever was trying to cause illusions, whoever was trying to lie on your name or hurt you or make things up, God is very decisively parting through any of the dishonesty and presenting the truth. A nice big pentacle for everyone involved and for you. Beautiful. That's what I have for you. I do hope it resonated. If you would like some more messages from me, or if you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can do so. But thank you so much. And until I see you next time, stay safe, stay blessed, and God bless you. Hi, Pile 3. So if you chose the third pile, then this is your reading on how are you being viewed right now. And it's looking really good, very dynamic. So you're being seen as someone who's very successful, very abundant, very strong, someone who is generous, but I think at this point you're also kind of known as someone who's generous for causes that you deem worthy or causes that are close to your heart. I feel like you're known as someone who's very astute, someone very intelligent, and maybe someone with some pretty good boundaries at this point. With the Three of Wands and the Two of Cups, I feel like you're also kind of known as like a visionary here, someone very optimistic, someone very loving, someone that a lot of people love, someone with a bright future ahead of them. I do want to see more about the Six of Pentacles in reverse. But so far I like it. Someone who's very like steady. Someone who produces good work. Six of Pentacles in reverse. The Chariot. Yeah, you're definitely, I don't know what happened here, but you're definitely known as somebody where if something is unbalanced, you will, I'm just here and get the heck out of there. You will absolutely like move forward and do so decisively, you know, with your abundance and your success intact here. There's also something about you just being known as someone, I'm hearing the life of the party. Someone fun, someone successful, someone happy, someone abundant. Yeah, Death. You will definitely end a situation and just keep being happy. I don't know. You're known as somebody where like, I don't know if people ever thought that they like, there's something about you really building your life and your energy around God and yourself. And then everybody else either just kind of like falls in line with that positive energy or they keep it stepping, honestly. Like there's something about people, maybe even people from your past, seeing you move on from the situation and still being super happy. Like you're just known as that person who no matter what, you're good, you're happy, you're content, you're doing well. That's just like the image that you give off. And it's very appealing. But I feel like people think it's very like authentic as well too. Like you really are. You might even just be known as somebody too who like, whether it's through the physical things that you do in life, you know, what you've done with building, you know, your network, your living situation, whatever that is, you're known as somebody who puts thought and care into cultivating a happy life, a happy, stable life. God like blesses you consistently. Nine of Pentacles. You're also, I'm gonna be honest, you're known as somebody who's usually pretty well off. Well off, happy, just like a free, happy energy. Someone kind of like young at heart. There could even be some people who want to apologize to you, and I think that's why we're getting that Six of Pentacles and the Chariot. Maybe there was something recently, especially if you resonate with that energy of like something or someone being unbalanced, and like maybe it was like a long time coming, but I feel like to the people who experience this, they feel like you left just like so fast. Like, I don't know, like there could have been like moments where you're like, should I stay or should I go? But when you actually decided to move forward, it was like kind of shocking. And I think whoever you did leave behind want to apologize to you because they feel like, once again, they're seeing you happy, they're seeing you abundant, they're seeing you doing well, and it's kind of like, well, if they're moving forward and they're doing good, like clearly maybe we were the problem, maybe I was the problem. Tower. I'm gonna be honest, there's also an energy here too of you, along with the energy always has to be balanced, right? And if you're in this really great positive energy, and so for me, what I've seen is there's two types of energy exchanges. There's energy where you're both in sync, and there's energy where you're opposed. So if you're in a great positive energy and someone is also in a great positive energy with you, there's synergy. You're moving together. The energy's bouncing off each other and multiplying. It's looking good. Now, if someone's coming to you with opposing energy, if someone's wanting to go against you, bring conflict towards you, instead of the energy moving together, it has to go opposite. So if you're doing very well, how do you think they're going to do? Not very well. You are known as someone, the more you elevate, if someone tries to go against you, the more towers they experience. That is how you're being seen at this time. And I don't even know if they're cognizant of like the actual energy part of it. But they at least see at this point, like you're kind of one of those people where like your haters fall. Your haters just fall. I don't know. Yeah. Ooh. Ooh. Especially for people who watch you like in this negative energy. It's honestly, I keep saying this, but like it is kind of like a spooky energy, because I feel like once I tap into people's energy, especially if they're people who don't believe in the divine, who don't believe in God, who don't believe in karma or anything like that, when they really start to see things with their own eyes that they can't explain, I feel that energy from them, and it's like a spooked energy. There is this energy of like you elevating, and like the people who are going against you not elevating, like very specifically. And it's so interesting. I've never seen this combination of cards like this before. But with the Star and the Nine of Swords, I mean, look at her like blowing that conch shell. So, and look at, we have the Empress to the Star and the Tower to the Nine of Swords. And just like I said too, that opposing energy, right? Back and forth, back and forth. So if there are people who try to like oppose you, even though I feel like you come forward in a very nice, friendly like energy, there's something about, and she's holding a conch too. I'm gonna be honest, this is like so weird. This might be for the more like spiritual people around you, or people, maybe people know that you're spiritual. People might be having their spiritual awakenings because of you. I'm gonna be honest, there are some people who feel like you can like call on God, or like call on the divine, or call, like every time you blow your conch shell, like you can make towers fall. You can like really like hit your enemies. But at the same time with this Star energy, it's like, I think that's maybe why, ooh, message. I think maybe that's why it's slightly like spooky to some people, because there's something about someone with a lot of power, but someone who's so very like peaceful about it. Like, I don't feel like you're like, God's gonna strike you down or anything like that. I feel like you're just like, you know, God bless you. But like if somebody tries to hurt you, it's like, and I don't know what's going on in these people's lives. I don't know what people, maybe you know about what's going on. But I feel like what is going on in people's lives in relation to maybe what's happened to you is also really coloring how people see you. Like, yes, you're being seen as abundant. You're seen as someone loving and fast-moving and talented. But you're also being seen as someone who's, like, so powerful. It's almost like you don't need to, like, do all the... like, there's just not a lot of hoopla with it. You're kind of just, like... I don't know, some of you don't even like speak, but people just know that like someone maybe has done you dirty or something, but then they see like this person's life starting to crumble and they're like, I don't know, I'm definitely seeing some people just like sat there like, I'm not messing with pile 3. Like, they're so cool, but like, I'm not gonna mess with pile 3. I'm meaning that very specifically too. There's something about some sort of situation that was unbalanced. You moved forward, people see the tower falling. And, like, if anyone tries to speak on you or something, there are people who are like, I'm not. Like, if somebody is like, pile 3, like, people are definitely like, pile 3 is cool. Like, I like pile 3. I don't know, like, 3 of Pentacles, 6 of Swords, the Emperor, the Judgment. No, I gotta show you guys these cards that just came through. This is, I'm telling you, like, I'm sure you can see why people might be a little spooked. I'm sure you can see why people might be a little spooked by this energy. We got the 3 of Pentacles, the 6 of Swords, the Emperor, the Judgment. Stop, there's even more. I didn't even see these. Look at all this. There's like specific people too. There might be like 1 or 2 people especially who are being made examples of, maybe who try to come against you or be unbalanced or hurtful in some way, tried to take something from you. But people see what these people are going through, like, and I feel like that's been one of the themes of today's readings, is like people seeing God through you. God showing himself through you, through your life. 3 of Pentacles, 6 of Swords, the Emperor, and the Judgment. There's people who like, they do like you because of the way that you've interacted, your kindness, your strength, like they do admire you. But they've seen 1 or 2 people who came up against you for like illegitimate reasons or unfair reasons. If people try to like speak bad on your name, I'm not gonna lie, there's a lot of people who are like, no, like, I'm cool with pile 3. Like, they're cool. Like, I really like them. Like, they're great. Like, just not even entertaining any negative talk. Because they're really afraid of straight up God's judgment. Straight up. Honestly. And once again, I think it's because, and I think the reason why God speaks so decisively in your life is because you're not like, God will strike you down and you'll get your karma. Like, you're not, you shouldn't be like that. Because it will come back on you. I've seen it in my personal life. I've seen it in other people's lives. You're just like, you know what? God bless you. I'm just going to keep doing me. And, you know, we'll just keep moving forward. And God is like, okay. Now let me show them what's up. Ace of Swords, Ace of Cups. God loves you. People know that. God is real. People know that because of you. They see you blessed. They see you full of love. They see you happy. They see you overcoming things. And I have to be honest, I think a lot of people just really respect you. And there's definitely this energy of like people's hearts and spiritual lives being opened because of what they're witnessing in your life. And I think once again, it's because you always come forward in this energy of love. There's something about you being spiritual, but truly radiating that energy in everything that you do. And like, even if you do feel that impulse to be like, oh, I really hope they get their karma, asking God to help you transcend that impulse, that human impulse. There's something about that where people are like, man, we see how well they're doing. We've seen negative people try to come against them. We've seen them meet those people with love, and we've seen God correct the situation. How can you argue with that? You're loved for sure, Pile 3, and very respected. That's what I have for you. Beautiful energy, Pile 3. These messages today were just blew me away, really filled my heart, and I'm so happy to share this wonderful energy and these messages with you. I do hope they resonated for you. If you'd like more messages, you can check out one of my other readings, or you can book a personal reading with me. Beautiful, beautiful energy. God bless you. God keep you. I love you all so much. And until I see you next time, stay safe, stay blessed, and God bless you.